So here I am starting the Grendel workup. Get a cable out of the way. So what I've done is just simply put my Lee sizing die in with the ram run up, and I've made it. Excuse me. I've come into contact with it. That's it so far. From here, I'm going to give her a little bit of lube. Run it up. And as I have no case gauge right now, that's all I'm doing is just getting it into the rough positions. So right here you can see I've sized it from 762 by 39 into 6.5 Grendel. Supposedly. So because I'm using the Hornady lock and load, I gotta do that for every single piece to start off with. So here is my 3-piece set, which is supposed to be a 2-piece set. Comes with a crimp die, a bullet seeder die, and a resizing die. So this is the crimp die. It's got nothing up top, so the bullet will be able to slide through, and then it crimps the ammunition for you. Now, bullet seeder. Again, I run the ram all the way up to where it starts to make contact. Then I back off a half turn. And now I'm going to tighten it up. Let's run my wrench. So that I'll be able to try and see the bullet. So as a dummy round, I've got nozzlers, ballistic tipped, and I'm trying some 120 grain. I got a little bit of a deal on them. Not much. There's not much of a deal to be had on the 6.5 rounds. So I'm going to try and minimize my expenditure by just simply taking one, putting the case that I've just resized. And that almost looks like it's supposed to. I'll have to do all my measurements on it, but that's how it would be done. Of course, I'd have to put a primer in, and everybody should, I hope, knows how to put a primer in. Put powder in, and then put it to size. So let's see just what my book says on this. And I'm using the Richard Lee Modern Reloading book, 2nd edition. Join the NRA, blah, blah, blah. Where would I find the 6.5 Grendel? Oh, would you look at that? They don't even have it in here. Off to the cell phone. So with my calipers here, I've got a bullet length coil of 2.2815. I'm supposed to be at 2.245. So I give this a little bit of a turn down. Come down a little bit at a time. And right now I'm at 2.238. Be a mighty fine looking bullet. If I knew what a mighty fine looking bullet was for this caliber. So now that I've got the approximate depth of the bullet set, now I'm going to have to see about putting a crimp on it. And to crimp on it, the lock and loads simply thread down and again I run the ram up and let this find it the depth that it's supposed to be at, and I'll run this down. And this is the same with my 550 press. I do all these stages individually on the press by itself, and then we go from there. So that's just not enough, so and there, just a little bit of adjustment, and it's crimped in there. The reason for crimping it is to allow the action, when it chambers it, not to dislodge the bullet and to have a constant neck tension on it. And that's the reason behind crimping. Because semi-autos and full autos, if you don't crimp them, have been known to dislodge the bullet in the actioning. That's how it's done.